I think that the fundamental problem in the philosophical field today is to find something like a new logic. We cannot today begin by some considerations about politics, life, creation, or action.
How can we stay like actual? Like how can we stay relevant to the discourse that is happening? I think this idea of whatever would like to place itself in the discourse, or is placing itself. We have no answer. We're it's like a proposition, and I mean, I guess where it has, like, where does it want to go? Yeah, probably like stay in the conversation.
And I think the point with that is that it's a present tense conversation. So it's not a historical archiving, and we're not looking to preserve something, but we're looking to keep asking questions. And you said something early on which I thought was really nice, which is that the project is an open source project. So it's a series of questions for us. We want to find as many possible ways to keep posing those questions to our colleagues and to the people who are in the field of contemporary dance and also other art forms. So I don't think it's one question that resolves itself in one production. Instead, it's a series of ongoing questions that keep manifesting themselves differently. And for example, here in Montreal, we've decided that first there was the idea as part of a residency that you give a presentation, a small presentation, and we thought, okay, well, how can it be otherwise? So we decided that we would do a marathon of presentations. I think we have in total about 12 to 14 small performances that are about 20 minutes, where we're just going to try different ideas and manifestations of this idea of whatever. Some of them are video, some of them are music, some of them are dance solos, some of them are, Some of them we've invited other artists that we've met here that we feel we're kind of aligned with or find very interesting or just want to meet. It's an excuse to like meet them more and talk to them and be with them. So that's one way that it's been done and will be done here, and we'll see.
We are living a sort of crisis of the trust in the power of negativity. And we classically know two great forms of this crisis. This crisis of the conviction that there is a possible creativity in negation as such.
What we're doing is not a protest, or it doesn't go against anyone or anything. Actually, like at the contrary, I think it takes all of this. It takes all of this and looks at it. And I think, I mean, this is maybe a broader idea, but it's like how to try to create like just another situation, like incorporating what's there already and what's maybe not there, and see what emerges.
Sometimes when you play with historical ideas, it's seen as critique. And I don't think I would agree with Cyril that nothing that we're trying to do is some kind of critique as such. It's not there to negate other things. It's more inclusive, it's more affirmative. We've said that a lot too, this phrase, like yes and. Okay, and what else? Yeah, rather than no, this. Because if you say no to this and then there's this, then this will always contain that. So yes and is an inclusive and kind of emerging thing. And that's, I think, that's the kind of spot where we're trying to align with and be with.
I should insist it's also too contemporary.
when you insist on something, and you insist and you insist and you put in a certain kind of energy and effort, it immediately becomes something very, very strongly seen and felt, and often very, although this is a buzzword at the moment, but often very representational. So, and the moment of recognition is, oh, I recognize my own representation, and it becomes like a cliche or and I don't think that the way, I mean, this is another thing we've been talking about a lot here, but I don't think that the way to dissolve that is to go away from it, or to run away, or negate it, or put it aside. I think you have to kind of go through it, and in a way, the video is, I mean, we were just mucking about, but it's a way to exorcise some kind of habitual attitude and moving and joke it with each other a little bit, and also maybe through that humor, or through chiding each other, like you can just let go of something, so that you can try to momentarily capture something else, and then let go of that, and then again and again and again. So, I mean, I think it would be, we're calling each other contemporary. We've known each other for a long time, and we're friends and stuff, so it's okay, I think, that we do it. I don't think we would necessarily do it to somebody else, but you never know, whatever. I mean, it could happen.
Or in some sense, my attempt is to find a dialectical framework where something of the future comes before the negative present. I am not suggesting the suppression of the relation between affirmation and negation. Certainly, revolt and class struggle remain essential, and critique of the past too, like critique of old forms in artistic creation. All that is a necessity.
We had time to actually, like the two or three other time we worked on the project. It was just really restricted space and time, basically. And I think now it's like we had time, so it developed in a way that that took time. That's what happened here.
And isn't expressly oriented towards a performance. And I would add to that I think we've had some time to feel how whatever feels. So to get a few sense cues while we're moving or playing music or talking or doing whatever different kind of modular structure we come up with, there's time to actually, oh, that's what it senses like. It sits here, or it feels like this, and then we can talk. We have time to like talk about it and catalog those things and just get a broader sense of what it is, both in terms of its spoken discourse, but also in terms of its aesthetic, sensible, you know, blah, blah, blah. It's like what it does, you know. I think we have time to feel like what it does.
What it does.